Alright, well, life goes on. I don't remember what the last thing I filmed was really, but I got real depressed there for a little bit. I'm feeling a little better now, and I have moved locations. Still in Memphis, obviously, but I am closer to the train station that I intend to hop out from. Train yard, not station. I went over there today and took a look at it, and it looked okay. So that's all right. There's a library near here. I got, you know, food and stuff, and pretty much spent the last of my money just now. I think I've got another, if I'm lucky, I've got another like $1.50 in change. But you never know, that could come in handy. If you showed this building to a 16th century peasant, they would say surely that's where the king lives. This enormous grass field here. I've been noticing a lot around here, and it varies from neighborhood to neighborhood, but they have big wide lawns and fields and all kinds of stuff. So I thought I had made it to a nice safe area, and I had planned for a little bit of rain coming in that night, but once again Mother Nature surprised me. So I knew it was gonna rain, but it was supposed to rain like 6 a.m. or so, maybe even later, and instead it is 2 a.m. right now. So I got a little bit blindsided, but I had spotted these shelters right here. The problem is the wind is coming from this direction, and these things are slanted so that there's a big gap like that. They're pretty high off the ground, so there's lots of room for the rain to come through. It's like technically sort of sheltered right here, but then the end of the roof is right here, so there's like a tiny little sliver where you're not getting like directly rained on, but you're still getting wet. Oh God, all this rain in just one little shelter, and so the wind shifts slightly and then the rain comes in, and I have to like, I was able to maybe get another hour of sleep right here, and then the rain got worse, and I think all my shit's just gonna be soaking wet. I don't think there's really much I can do about it. There's really nothing I can do about it. Alright, so there's like not even a break in the rain, just like a little moment where it got light, and I took off when I crossed the street to this strip mall over here. It's got some shade. It's 5 o'clock right now. I went over to this McDonald's that's nearby, hoping it was 24 hours. I got up there, there's 2 employees outside smoking, and they're like, hey, we're not open yet. I look at the door, it's like opens at 7, so okay. So I go, just standing under the shade for a second, look at my phone, kind of like think about stuff. I'm gonna head back over here. I wasn't even standing there for like a minute, and this fucking person goes like, hey sir, you can't stand there, you gotta go across the street or something. Like, alright dude, it's fucking raining right now. I'm obviously like homeless. I'm obviously been out in the rain. Like, you could give me a fucking second to collect my thoughts before you start treating me like garbage. This is just how people treat you when you're homeless. Like, you know, doesn't matter what the situation is, people got no sympathy for homeless people. None whatsoever. Alright, rain has stopped. I'm not going to make the same mistake as last night. I'm going to go down this way and get under a bridge. This the usually the safest option. Well, it's Sunday today, and there's so many churches around, I don't suppose I have an excuse to not go. So I am going to this one right here in about 15 minutes. It's always a little awkward walking into a church you don't know, especially because churches tend to be really tight-knit. Like, it's the place the community goes together. It's usually the same people every day, you know. I mean, I don't know, in a big city like this, maybe not as much. In a small town, for sure. So you're kind of like, you're intruding when you go into a new church for the first time. But you know, it's a good thing to do. I do feel like maybe, you know, I've been really slipping with the belief in God. Like, I'm not sure what I believe anymore, but I think I've got to believe in something. And so I keep going to church, even though I'm not sure, you know, even if I believe in God, I don't think I believe in Christianity so much. But I don't know, it's complicated. All right, well, it's raining a little bit still. So that was awesome, that church I just went to. I didn't know what to expect. It turns out it was a black church, which I guess, you know, around here, probably more than a 50% chance of going into a black church. But I didn't know what to expect because of that, and I didn't know, you know, but it actually turned out great. I feel like the message was like tailored directly to me. It was about vision and confidence and letting the Lord make your plans, or letting the Lord into your plans, stuff like that. And just gave me some confidence that I haven't had in a while. A little jolt of that, at least. Hopefully I can bring that into my life. And I mean, it was awesome. The music was great. The pastor was passionate, and the message was exactly what I needed to hear, and so that's awesome. Also, I need to eat something. I'm feeling, I mean, I slept like 12 hours last night. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning, and I haven't eaten anything, so my stomach is in pain. And I don't have any money to buy any food, so but I do have some food left in my backpack, so I'll do something with that. Here it is raining again, and you know what they just told me? They just came over here and said, hey, you're gonna have to buy something. Same people the other day who got on me after standing there for 1 minute. I think they just want me to get wet. I think they just want me to stand out in the rain. I'm like, and the thing is also, this rain is going to end, or at least get a lot lighter in like an hour. And also, I think you can see that this place is empty. There is absolutely no reason for them to kick me out right now. But they don't care about that. They just want me to get wet. And these streets become rivers when it rains. Alright, I made it back under the bridge, and I am only a little wet. I'm just barely soaked, let's put it that way. Basically lost the entire day today to rain. If there's any amount of time that's not accounted for in these videos, you can usually assume it's because of the rain, or just nothing going on. Remember guys, among other things, you cannot hunt or fish on this property, okay? None of that. So I put up my video yesterday, or a couple days ago actually, and I got a bunch of big donations off the back of that. So I've got like $300 to spend right now. Well, hopefully not to spend all of it, but I do need to spend some of it. I'm feeling a little conflicted because, like, it probably came across like I was begging or something in that last video, which is not what I was trying to do. It's, you know, it's hard to talk about money problems without seeming like you're begging, but it's a big part of my experience right now, so it's gonna go in the video. I don't know, but I'm grateful. So at the end of the day, I just gotta, like, you know, make sure I'm using that money wisely and make it up to the people who give it to me by doing a good job with the videos and such. So I'm gonna go get some essentials, food. I paid for my phone bill already. I'm going to get a tarp because I've been complaining about that. That's probably the most important thing. I could get boots as well. These boots, like, as much as they look like they're falling apart, they're actually doing fine. So I don't need new boots right now, but I could probably use them eventually. I don't know. And then one of the guys who donated offered to buy me a tent as well. I have not responded to him yet because I'm not sure how I feel about that. That would be nice, but I don't know. So I got to get out of here, right? Now's the time, basically. It's like the rain is done, at least for now, right? There's like at least a couple of days worth of clear skies on the forecast. So now is the time to get out of here. I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of doing it, and that's the scary part. Alright, so here's the situation. I slept by the tracks last night, and I'm just going to draw the general gist of what's going on here. Basically, this up here is the road, and then the tracks are coming across the road, and then the yard starts like over here, and you got all the tracks down that way. The only place I could find nearby to like sit and not be totally obvious is like over here on the other side of the road. And there's been a couple trains that have come out. It seems like occasionally they do put them like out this way. In fact, last night when I got there, there was a train that was sitting there for like 3 hours or something. It was like backed up all the way to here somewhere. And then this morning, or this afternoon, I guess, there was an intermodal that came and like stopped right about there, and then it didn't stop for very long, and then it came through. So I'm not even sure if that was like a crew change or if they were just what they were doing exactly. But if I wanted to wait for that one, I would have to find somewhere over back that way to wait, and then I could go into the yard to get on a train, which is probably the best way to do it. Like, you know, wait for a train that like looks like it's going the right direction, and then just go into the yard and try and get on there. But it's kind of tricky. I don't like being in yards to begin with. It's one of those things where like I hear people sometimes in the train hopping space, they kind of talk about, you know, waiting in a yard for trains, or they talk about like going up to yard workers and asking stuff. So like, obviously there's like some level of possibility there, but to me it just always feels like what are you doing? You're gonna get caught, you're gonna get kicked out, you're gonna get arrested, like if you're even in the yard at all and someone sees you. But I don't know. I mean, obviously that's not totally true, but it must be true to some extent. I just don't know where the line is. So I don't really want to go into the yard unless I am just going in and getting straight onto a train. So yeah, I don't know. But if I do, you know, if I wait there for long enough, something should stop nearby, or I should be able to see something go in and then follow it in, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm working with right now. Okay, so here's what's happening. I spent another night by the tracks, and I found out that there's another track. If you go, you know, a little bit further west of where I was at, there's another track that goes north-south, and I believe goes all the way up to Chicago. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, hey, Chicago wouldn't be bad right now. I mean, wouldn't go into Chicago. I'd probably go somewhere outside of Chicago. But one of the things I could do, you know, is I could pivot to the High Line, go up to the High Line, hop that back over to Seattle. I have family over there, and I have, you know, I could try and do some stuff over there if I went back to Seattle. Because, you know, I've been kind of focused on Nashville for a while, but it's like, it's not like I have anything to do in Nashville. It's just kind of a place that I have heard of, I guess. You know, whereas I actually have like reasons to be back in Seattle, so that would be kind of a little bit better for me. And it's June right now, so I think it's like June 2nd. So summer is kind of coming to an end. June, July, August, September, October. I think October is about the latest that you could you would want to be that far north, which is still a lot of months, honestly. So, the other thing is, if I go up north from here, I could still go further east. I could still make my way into New England through Ohio. Maybe get over to upstate New York or whatever. So yeah, I mean, I think I want to do that, but I guess it's kind of like, I'll take whatever I can get at this point. It is getting kind of hot in Tennessee right now, but at least the rain has stopped. It hasn't rained for like 4 days, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully I can get something going before it starts raining again. So it probably will at some point. But yeah, that was actually, so I was by the tracks. That was a couple days ago. Now I'm back up at Walmart getting resupplied. And yeah, I think I'm gonna set a time limit for myself. I need to get the heck out of Memphis. I've been here too long. So if I don't get out, like, I'll spend another night by the tracks tonight, and if I don't get out by then, I've gotten lots of donations. Thank you very much to everybody who's donated. Again, feel a little guilty because you know, I don't know. Yeah, I've gotten some donations, so I have enough money I could get a Greyhound to somewhere. Probably not all the way. I think I looked yesterday, and like all the way up to Chicago is like $200 from here. Nashville is like $60. Still not like great prices, you know. I'd rather spend less than you know, less than like $50 would be more tempting. But I could get somewhere, and then I could get to, you know, get on the road from there. Maybe just start hitchhiking. Give the train hopping a rest, you know. Maybe it's just time to do that a little bit. I don't know. It is hot and sweaty out here, man. It's all the more reason to get moving and get up north, not stay down in the south for so long. It's gonna be getting even hotter. It's not even like 90 degrees yet. It's just like it's so hot at night that I can't even sleep in my sleeping bag. During the day, if I walk at all, I'm just starting to, like, you know, I burn out really quick. I need to get up north where it's a little bit cooler. To be fair, it's not really that much cooler up north right now. It's like 5 degrees cooler in Chicago. A little bit more in Detroit. See, if I was like on pace for where I wanted to be right now, I'd probably be all the way up in like upstate New York right now, or something. Somewhere where it would be significantly cooler. But it's fucking hot and sweaty here in Memphis. Alright, I'm done with this. I just do not have the patience or the fortitude to sit here anymore. So I'm going to use some of this money I have to get a Greyhound up north. I think that's what I've decided. I need to get away from this heat, and I need to get just out of this area. You know, going over to Nashville, you kind of just be in the same Same area, same situation. So I need to get a real change of scenery. So I'm gonna go north. So this is the CN train symbols, which is public information. So I'm pretty sure nobody should get mad at me for showing this, and if they do, fuck them. It's not like they like me anyway. So these are the CN train symbols. So this is basically a list of regular routes, I guess. And what I am looking for here is anything that's originating in Memphis and going up to Canada. So like these ones over here, these ones down here, and then if you look over here, works Effingham, Illinois. So that's what I was looking at, Effingham, Illinois. And that is over here. It's also on a crossroads here between 70 and 57. So that's where those trains would end up if I got on one of these CN trains. But it's also a very cheap place to get to via Greyhound. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about it, and I think the train hopping honestly like contributes to my bad mental health right now, because you end up sitting for so long waiting for shit. It just gives you nothing to do but think about stuff, and that's a dangerous place to be in. So you know, maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but yeah, that's the plan. Alrighty, midnight in Effingham, Illinois. Looking for somewhere to sleep, and then in the morning there's going to be a little bit of rain tomorrow, so that's going to be a problem, but we'll deal with it. I do have a new tarp, so if worst comes to worst, that's what I can use, but I don't think it'll come to that. I don't think it's supposed to rain that much. So right now, just get somewhere to sleep. Alright, so next morning, I looked at the weather, and it's apparently going to rain in like 5 minutes here, so I decided I don't have time to take the tent down, so might as well christen this new tarp, which is 100% smoother than my last one. The color is not ideal, but the brown is fine. It shouldn't stick out too much. The other side is bright silver, which might actually be good in more, you know, urban environments with concrete and stuff around. So it's not the worst, but anyway, I gotta get somewhere before this rain really starts. As far as the temperature goes, it's still sweaty, but mostly has to do with the humidity. The actual temperature feels a little bit lower than it was in Memphis, but that could also be because it's overcast and there's rain. It didn't actually rain yet today, but it is definitely coming at some point. I don't know how much, but we'll see. And it looks like that's probably going to be similar for tomorrow. No rain early and then rain later in the day. So I don't know. I think what I'll try and do probably is I'll try and hitchhike on the state highway going north from here. Something tells me that's going to be the better way to go. We'll see. And I'm not exactly sure which way I'm going yet. In my mind, Illinois is like the capital of like white suburban middle class America. It's like the platonic ideal of this type of place, right? All the lawns are perfectly manicured, all the houses are nicely painted. I mean, this is probably a pretty new neighborhood and whatnot, you know, but this is like, to me, this is Illinois. Yeah, it's not like heavy rain. I don't think there's going to be any heavy rain. It's just kind of drizzly and nasty. Hardly even enough to really worry about. I could probably walk somewhere and not even get wet, really. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Alright, next morning. So tarp did its job, sort of. It didn't actually rain much after I put it up. So I feel like most of the water here, this was on the inside, so that's just condensation, unfortunately. But, you know, whatever. It's kind of a fun place to wake up. There's a lot of this like tall grass stuff around here. It's a little annoying to set up a tent in, but you know what, it works. Alright, got some brand new boots. They definitely still need to be broken in, but it's nice to have some fresh new ones on my feet. These guys are ultimately harmless, but pretty creepy, I gotta say. Alright, pretty good night last night. You know, it's not the most glamorous place to sleep, but totally gets the job done. It is a very comfortable temperature right now. I'm not sure exactly, but it's probably like 65 or 70. I wish I could just have this kind of weather all the time. Alright, got to ride down to, what's this place called? Mattoon? Yeah, Mattoon. So that's like a third of the way there. Relatively large town here, so alright, I got a little bit of weed on the way, just a hit or two of a vape, and it's a beautiful day. Totally blue skies, sunny. I was telling the person on the way here that I like Illinois. Illinois is really beautiful. It's like Kansas in that it's all farmland and like a little bit of industrial here and there. But unlike Kansas, Illinois is just beautiful. I think it's got a perfect climate for this sort of thing, you know? Just everything's green, like naturally green. I guess it all probably comes down to rainfall. But yeah, Kansas is like, most of Kansas anyway, is like pretty dry and not this lush, not this beautiful. Found another little bridge to hide under here. And there's lots of cool graffiti, which I always like to try and capture a little bit of, you know. I think it's always pretty fun to look at. Some interesting pieces here. It's obviously not like you know, serious graffiti. At least most of it isn't. Just kind of like, you know, little bits of art, which is cool. Some stuff over here, some stuff over there. Might have to add my own tag over here somewhere. Alright, this is the outskirts of Champaign right here. So yesterday I pretty much did absolutely nothing. I don't know why, I really wasn't feeling it. Then this morning I took my stuff out, stashed it in the woods, went over to Circle K, bought some coffee, and as I was walking back to my stuff, kind of along the highway there, the guy stopped and asked me if I needed a ride. So he just, you know, I didn't even have to hitchhike. He just came up and gave me a ride. So here I am. There's a Walmart right here. I need a couple things. I ran out of fuel and stuff. I think I've got like $80 left, which is plenty if I'm smart with it, but yeah, I am impulsive. And also in some very disappointing news, I am smoking cigarettes again. I just had a moment of weakness and picked up another pack, and then before you know it, god damn it, here I am smoking again. So I gotta stop that. That's not helping the money situation. But you know, other than that, things are going well, so look on the bright side. Alright, well, I figured if I'm going to be smoking, I might as well roll my own. They had a really good price on these. It was like $8.50, which is yeah, really good price, especially compared to like down in Texas. I think they were selling them for like $15 for this bag, which is crazy. When I started rolling my own cigarettes back in quartzite, it was like $10 a bag or something like that. So, you know, $8.50 is pretty good. And then the cigarettes, the actual cigarettes around here have been more expensive. Like the Lucky Strikes that I usually get, they were down in Tennessee, they were like $6.50, and up here they're like $8.50, like $2 extra for no reason. And then the freaking tobacco is like $2 less. So okay, I guess I'll do it that way then. So there is a rail yard. It's like down that way somewhere. Obviously some people have used it. That's an option. I mean, it goes right into Chicago, and I don't think I want to be in Chicago. I don't think I want to be in Chicago generally, and I really don't think I want to hop a train into Chicago. I'm already you know, bad with the big train yards. And I feel like Chicago is going to be like one of the biggest. I definitely don't want to be doing that. That's why I also got to figure out where I'm going to hop on the High Line. It starts in Chicago, but there's going to be other places. Meanwhile, it's been pretty hot here. I mean, it's only really getting into like the 80s, but I don't know, it's humid and the direct sunlight is feeling bad, and it's gonna rain tomorrow. I don't know, it's kind of just sapping my energy, but yeah, we'll see. It's weird to me how many of these little like strip mall casinos you have around here. I guess gambling is legal in Illinois. I don't know how I feel about that. Seems like there's slot machines in every gas station. There's little places here and there. It's I don't know, it makes me feel weird. I feel weird about it. Alright, so I am trying to do some busking today. Kind of finally gotten up the courage to do it, and now I'm remembering the struggle of busking, because it's like, you know, the mall has security. It also doesn't have like a really good place to sit down and busk. And then I went over to this Costco over here, and they had security sitting right up front. So it's like, okay, obviously can't do that. So I'm just gonna keep walking. I mean, luckily there's lots of stuff in this area. It's like tons and tons of little department stores and whatnot. So there's lots of opportunities, but it's just like, how far am I gonna have to walk? How many places am I gonna have to try before I find something suitable here? And then am I gonna lose my nerve by the time I get there? Possibly. I'm gonna try in front of this Hobby Lobby here, see how that works out for me. At least do it for a few minutes. Yep, a couple minutes at the Hobby Lobby. Nothing, no donations or nothing. But I feel like the first two songs I really flubbed them bad. And then the second two songs I actually did pretty well. That's how it goes. So now that I'm warmed up, gotta try and find a good place to busk where I can actually make some money. And I gotta try and do that before my voice gives out. So my voice is the weak link, mostly because I don't use it enough, you know. If I'm not talking to the camera, I am mostly silent, so my voice is pretty weak. Okay, did another little bit over here at Target. Haven't been kicked out anywhere yet, so that's nice, but I also haven't been spending that much time. My voice is like getting shot. That's the thing that needs to improve the most, and the only way it improves is by me actually going out and playing music in public. Because when you're playing in public, you gotta sing loud, and that's the thing that breaks my voice the most. And the only way to do that, the only way to fix that, is to do it more. So at least I'm doing stuff today, you know, that's good. I've got the motivation for it, I just don't have the stamina for it. I made $1. Somebody came by and gave me $1. That's nice. you know, it's more fun than flying a sign, but definitely would make more money flying a sign. Heavy. There you go, more rain. It wasn't raining for most of the day, so I got to do some stuff. I think this is gonna last for a while here, I'm not sure, but I found a roof to get under. It's mostly okay other than some drips, but yep, this is where I'm gonna be. All right, so the rain's done. My new tarp worked perfectly, as you would expect. I mean, I'd be a little disappointed if it didn't. Yeah, so I am ready to get out of here. I think it is time to just go ahead and make a sign and get out to Bloomington. All right, I'm out here on the on-ramp. Unfortunately, there are a couple of panhandlers out here as well, which I don't know how that's going to affect it necessarily. Hopefully I can still get a ride out. If I can't get a ride out by the end of the day for whatever reason, I'm just going to start walking along the state highway, which is over here somewhere, and we'll see what happens with that. Oh, is that money?
Money out here every day. I was just giving you a couple bucks.
Oh, hey, awesome. I thought you were coming to tell me to fuck off.
Oh, bro. I'm homeless too.
Awesome. Hey, nice. Take care. Yeah, there's just too many people out here right now. So, I'm gonna go into the McDonald's. I think I have just enough to buy something, get a little charge on my phone and stuff. And then I want to try the state highway. Just kind of walk down there a little bit, fly the sign, see what happens. I think this is just too crowded right here, both in terms of the sign flyers and also just in terms of traffic. You know, people feel safe, comfortable not stopping when there's a lot of people around. So yeah, this kind of busy intersection like this is probably not the best. Alright, that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. So got some distance, got a new change of scenery. Everything's going pretty well for me, I think. And a lot of that is thanks to the people who donated. After that last video, I know it was depressing. I know it was a low point, but you know, these things happen. You got your highs and you got your lows. And thank you everybody for helping me get out of it a little bit. So yeah, lots of donations to go through on this one, and let's get started. So I got $25 from Jill, who said hang in there. Thank you very much, Jill, appreciate it. I got $20 from John with no comment. Thank you very much, John. I got $150 from James. Said email me at email address. Let's talk about sending you a new tent. I apologize for not actually replying to you, James. I meant to, and then I just didn't, and then I forgot about it. So consider this my reply. But yeah, I'm not comfortable asking people for a new tent right now. The $150 is more than enough, and I think I'm going to be trying to get off the road pretty soon anyway, although I say stuff like that all the time. I don't know. Yeah, but thank you anyway, James. $150 is more than enough. I have $50 from Curtis. He said, keep your head up, stay focused, set small milestones, and enjoy the day. Thank you very much. That's good advice. I do try to do that. And, you know, sometimes it's easier than others. Thank you very much for the $50. And I have $25 from Jeffrey. He said, keep holding on to Jesus. Keep talking to him. Times are real tough for the upright. The churches have been corrupted and love has grown cold. There's good reason to believe we're in Satan's little season. Revelations 27. But whenever we are, it's a time of special evil and endurance. May God bless and keep you right through to the day we receive our blessed hope. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I talked about it a little bit in this video, but I am struggling a little bit with faith. I believe in something. I just don't know what I believe in. But I think there is a God, and I think whenever I try to talk to him and connect to him more, he responds in my life. I think I've seen that enough that I need to believe And you know, thank you for the words of encouragement. Thank you for all that. So then I have $10 from Michael. He said, we all need hopes and dreams. You said you hope to spend next winter in Austin, Texas. Yeah, I mean, I say a lot of things. I don't know. Austin is definitely an option if I wanted to. If I couldn't make it back to Seattle for some reason, I could just try and head south and go back to something like that. Austin, Texas, I think is a good option, but yeah, I don't know. It's on the list for sure. Or I could go back to Arizona, or I could go over to Seattle. I don't know what winter in Seattle is going to be like exactly, so I don't know if that's even the best idea, really. But I got family up there, and I got a love for the area, so hopefully that'll work out. Then I got $100 from Gary. He said, for your travels. Yeah, thank you very much, Gary. That's really generous of you. You know, I'm I don't know what to say. I'm thankful and humbled, I guess, by all the people who decided to donate, you know, a couple of $100 and more. And I mean, I hope you guys, you know, have the money to spare for that. I mean, obviously I need it, but you might need it too, and so don't hesitate to keep your money for yourself if you need it too. But I definitely appreciate it, and like I said, that all helped me get out of that situation, get back on my feet, get moving again, and I'm doing a lot better now, thanks to you guys, and thanks to God. That is all the donations for today. So yeah, I'm hoping to have the next video out pretty quickly after this one. I've been doing stuff. It's been almost a month since I posted the last video, so apologize for the wait. I probably didn't need to wait that long, but I'm kind of like, stuff's been happening and I didn't exactly know what was going to happen next, so I had to wait a little bit, but I decided this was a good place to cut it. So yeah, next video I'm going to try not to wait another month, and hope to see you guys soon. Have a good one.